Hi, my name is Danielle Markowitz, and I'm going to be one of your contestants for the Cellular, Respiratory, and Circulatory Jeopardy game.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and I am your contestant for the Circulatory and Respiratory Jeopardy. Wish me luck, guys. I'll take Respiratory for 100.
What connects the trachea to the lung?
Wait, hold on. I got this. What is a windpipe?
That is incorrect. The bronchus is the correct answer.
What? Oh, okay. I'm an idiot.
I'll take respiratory for 300.
What structure regulates the contraction of the lungs?
What is the diaphragm?
All right, let's do circulatory for 300.
A pulmonary embolism occurs when a blood clot in a pulmonary artery blocks the flow of blood in the pulmonary circuit. What would happen to an individual that has a pulmonary embolism? A. High oxygen levels in the blood. B. A lack of blood oxygenation. C. Too much blood oxygenation. Or D. Slowed breathing.
All right, what is B? Lack of oxygen.
B. A lack of blood oxygenation is the correct answer.
I'll take respiratory for 400.
What are the three regions of the pharynx?
What is laryngopharynx, the oropharynx, and the nasopharynx?
That is correct.
I'll take circulatory for 500.
Immediately after leaving the right ventricle, blood enters which structure of the circulatory system?
What is the pulmonary arteries?
That is correct, the pulmonary arteries.
I'll take circulatory for 300.
What do red blood cells transport?
Red blood cells transport what is oxygen.
The correct answer is oxygen.
I'll take mix-up for 200. Let's mix things up.
How do the respiratory and circulatory systems work?
What is delivering oxygen and carrying it through the body?
That is correct.
I'll take the second respiratory for 100.
What is the pharynx connected to?
What is the pharynx is connected to the nose and mouth as well as the esophagus.
Correct. The pharynx is connected to the nose and mouth as well as the esophagus.
I'll take circulatory for 100.
What are the major organs in the circulatory system?
The major organs are the heart, lungs, and blood vessels.
That is correct.
I'll take mix-up for 100.
What is the correct order in which air moves through the human respiratory system?
What is the nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs?
The correct answers are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and then the lung.
I'll take respiratory for 300.
Where in the lungs are CO2 molecules collected?
What is the alveolar chamber? I don't know if I pronounced that right.
The alveolar chamber is the correct answer.
I'll take mix-up for 300.
Approximately what percent of the total blood volume is in the veins at any given time?
What is 70%?
The answer is 70%.
I'll take respiratory for 100.
What structures carry oxygen into the
What are bronchioles?
The correct answer is the bronchioles.
I'll take circulatory for 400.
Name and describe the two jobs of the heart.
What is that there are two jobs the heart does. The first one is the pulmonary circuit, which provides blood flow between the heart and the lungs, and that systematic circuit allows blood to flow the rest of the body. But then the coronary circuit strictly provides blood to the heart.
That is correct.
I'll take respiratory for 200.
What color are red blood cells before they are oxygenated?
Oh, well, my veins are bluish purple, so what is bluish purple?
The correct answer is bluish purple.
I'll take circulatory for 200.
Where do arteries carry blood?
What is arteries pump blood away from the heart?
Correct, away from the heart.
Okie dokie, let's mix it up for 100.
What is the strongest muscle in the body?
What is the heart?
Correct, the heart.
I'll take respiratory for 400.
What is expiration?
What is the process of releasing gas from their lung?
Expiration is the process of releasing CO2 from the lungs.
I'll take circulatory for 400.
What are the only veins in the body that carry oxygenated blood?
Trick question. There are no veins in the body that carry oxygenated blood.
That is incorrect. The answer is pulmonary veins.
Oh, darn.
I'll take circulatory for 200.
Where do veins carry blood?
What is to the heart?
To the heart.
Well, there's only one left, so I guess I'll take circulatory for 500.
What is the purpose of the circulatory system?
Circulatory system carries oxygenated blood throughout the body and then carries deoxygenated blood back to the heart to be renewed. The lungs are connected to this, but they aren't part of the circulatory system, but they do provide the blood with oxygen so that it can keep on flowing through and keeping the body alive and nice and oxygenated. Without the circulatory system, the body wouldn't be able to function properly because, well, we wouldn't have any oxygen and then we wouldn't be able to do cellular respiration. So yeah, that's the circulatory system.
Correct.
I'll take respiratory for 500.
Summarize the respiratory system.
I do not know the answer. I would like to use the hotline to call for help.
The human respiratory system is a series of organs responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. The primary organs of the respiratory system are the lungs, those which carry out the exchange of air and carbon dioxide, the diaphragm, which compresses the lungs, acting as a vacuum and pulling in air or releasing carbon dioxide, the larynx, that acts as an air passageway, also holding the vocal cords which allow for vocalization, the pharynx, which works in tandem with the trachea and bronchioles to funnel air into the bronchi of the lungs, and the epiglottis, which prevents food from entering the windpipe. Once in the lungs, the air molecules condense into alveolar chambers. There, red blood cells siphon air while simultaneously transferring carbon dioxide. Red blood cells then carry the oxygen to the parts of the body where it's needed, later carrying carbon dioxide back to the lungs. In aquatic animals, such as fish, gills are used in place of lungs, extracting dissolved oxygen directly from the water around them, while also releasing carbon dioxide. That is essentially the breathing process for most fish and crustaceans. Humans, on the other hand, use the diaphragm to compress and release the lungs to create a vacuum, sucking in air through the mouth or nose, down the trachea, through the bronchus, and into the lungs. In correlation with the body, the respiratory system provides cells with some of the necessary material to work in other systems. The diaphragm, as part of the muscular system, regulates the compression of the lungs. In exchange, the respiratory system provides oxygen to the muscles. Both the respiratory and circulatory systems work together to circulate oxygen and blood flow throughout the body, and together with the digestive system, they provide cells with the necessary materials to function. The system is not without error. There are many possible maladies that may affect the respiratory system, for example, asthma or pleural effusion. Asthma is not an uncommon malady. In essence, it causes the narrowing of air passageways, and by extension, difficulty in breathing, while pleural effusion is the tendency of the membrane around the lungs to become weighed down with fluids that aren't supposed to be there. Now for some fun facts. The lungs are not the same size. The right lung has 3 lobes while the left has 2. Lungs can actually float on water. They may act as a pseudo-swim bladder when necessary. The average person breathes about 13 pints of air every minute, and humans can exhale up to 17.5 milliliters of water per hour. Good job.
Well, there's only one left, so I guess I'll take circulatory for 500.
Summarize the circulatory system.
I don't know the answer. Can I call the hotline for help?
Hi there, kids. I'll be here to help you. The liquid part, called plasma, is made of water, salt, and protein. Over half of your blood is plasma. The solid part of your blood contains red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Red blood cells deliver oxygen from your lungs to your tissues and organs. White blood cells fight infection and are part of your immune system. Platelets help blood to clot when you have a cut or wound. Deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Through the right atrium, blood enters the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, where contractions are made in the right ventricles to force pulmonary semi-lunar valve to open. Blood flows through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary trunk. Blood is distributed by the right and left pulmonary arteries into the lungs, where it unloads carbon dioxide and loads oxygen. Blood returns from the lungs from the pulmonary veins to the left atrium. Flows through the mitral valve into the left ventricle. Contractions from the left ventricle forces aortic semi-lunar valve to open. Blood flows through the aortic valve into the ascending aorta. Blood in the aorta is distributed to every organ in the body, where it unloads oxygen and loads carbon dioxide. Frog's heart is 3-chambered, where there is no partition to separate oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Human heart is 4-chambered with completely separate double circulation. Heart frog has 2 accessory chambers, cessus venosus for receiving blood from body and conus arteriosus for sending the blood out from the heart. Human heart does not possess such chamber. Blood from body enters directly in right article, and blood is pumped out by 2 ventricles. Frog's heart has 1 ventricle, hence deoxygenated blood from body mixes with oxygenated blood coming from the lungs. Circulatory system works closely together with other systems in our body. Hormones produced by the endocrine systems are also transported through the blood in the circulatory system. Hormones and other chemicals produced by these glands use circulatory system to travel to needed parts of the body. The skeleton system is made of cartilage and calcifying bones that work together. The calcifying bones of the skeleton also work with the respiratory system. Marrow inside of your bones help produce the cells inside of your blood. Both red blood cells and white blood cells are created in your bones. The digestive system breaks down food and takes out needed nutrients. These nutrients are put into the bloodstreams for the cells to use as energy. Minerals and vitamins are also put into the bloodstreams to strengthen bones and the immune system.
Nice.
The respiratory system is really important, and there's 2 major diseases that we are all susceptible to. So one is bronchitis, and that's an inflammation of the bronchial tubes which carry the air to your lungs. And that can cause a lot of cough, and it can bring up mucus and fever, and sometimes a shortness of breath, and it can go from anywhere to mild cases to really chronic ones.
Another disease is asthma. And asthma is an inflammation, It's where your airways can narrow and swell and produce extra mucus, which can make breathing difficult and trigger a lot of coughing and wheezing. And it affects a lot of people, mostly children, but a lot of adults as well.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Lady the Wolf, and today we're going to be talking about a very sad and kind of serious topic. We're going to be talking about cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a respiratory condition, but it also affects other parts of the body. It basically causes your lungs to produce too much mucus and make it harder for you to bring oxygen to the rest of you. Symptoms can include coughing up like blood or phlegm, which is mucus, which is really, really gross. Developmental delays, well, obviously tiredness and weakness from inability to have oxygen flowing through you as quickly. Stunted puberty, stunted growth, and gastrointestinal issues. All around, it's a very, very sad disease to have.
These are the 3 diseases that are related to the circulatory system. Cardiomyopathy. This covers diseases of the heart muscle. People with these have hearts that are abnormally big, thickened, and stiffened. As a result, the heart cannot pump blood as well. Without treatment, these can get worsened over time. Often, they can lead to heart failure and abnormal heart rhythms. Atherosclerosis, literally hardening of the fatty stuff. High-fat diet can lead to the formation of fatty plaques lining blood vessels. These fatty areas can become calcified and hard, leading to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. When blood vessels become less stretchable, blood pressure rises and can result Mitral regurgitation is the leakage of blood backwards through the mitral valve each time the left ventricle contracts. A leaking mitral valve allows blood to flow in two directions during the contraction. Leakage can increase blood volume and pressure in the area. The increased blood pressure in the left atrium can increase pressure in the veins leading from the lungs to the heart. If regurgitation is severe, increased pressure may result in congestion in the lungs. Fun facts about the respiratory system. The heart beats around 2.5 billion in the average person lifetime. Red blood cells have to move in a single file line to fit through the minuscule capillaries in the body. When the body is at rest, it takes 6 minutes for the blood to go from the heart to the lungs and back. The thumping sounds from the heart is made by the 4 valves of the heart closing.
I can't work under these conditions.
3. Okay, that's already 17 seconds.